Hello! Do you know what Chopines were, or PNL? Well, probably pronounced something like Chopin, French. So, where did they come from? How did they originate? Where did it all start? Well, in medieval times these were called wooden pattens. These would be put on over your shoe to protect your hemline or your shoes from mud, wet, snow. Of course, like everything in fashion history, they started to become a fashion item. And you can see from these Renaissance ones that where they come from, the pattern idea into the shoe idea, and reached the height of their popularity in the 17th century. But looking into it, it seems they came from the East, Turkish, that sort of way. They moved through the Renaissance up through Italy, and then of course the fashion spread across Europe. Now, like every fashion in women's history, this sort of became attached to your wealth and status, and the higher, the bigger the Chopines you could wear, the more wealth and status you had. It started to become a ridiculous height, but the more you had social standing if you had high heels, excuse the pun, as you can see by these monastic ones. It also started to mean the taller you were, the nearer to your god you were. Some examples were now reaching a ridiculous height of around 20 inches. Some quotes from the day say, "Women these days are half wood and half woman and shouldn't be walking that way." And the movement of these fashionable women in these shoes are comparable to the courtesan who wear them to attract male attention. 1430, the Venetian sumptuary laws limited you to a height of 3 inches, and Queen Juana of Castile owned 70 pairs. Most societies, however, women weren't allowed to show their ankles, so their skirts would cover them. But you could always tell if women were wearing Chopines from the comical walk. And according to scholars of the time, Chopines caused an unstable and inelegant gait, sometimes needing 2 servants to help walk from just one room to another. It became so ridiculous that some playwrights even made a feature of them in their comedies. Now, the meaning of the translation really can't be found that much, but it's all spiked another little theory in me, because in fact the old pre-metric measurement equal to half a pint was a chopine, the Parisian chopine being equivalent to 0.465 litres, so 1 pint, a quart, was 2 chopines. However, by mid to late 17th century, women had started to walk around in their homes barefoot because they were tired of dragging them around, and also broken feet and ankles were on the rise. Here is a lovely x-ray of the inside of a chopine and how it was put together. Late 17th century saw the demise of the chopine and started to get a little heel look, which I think is much more elegant. Hope you've enjoyed another historical fashion story. If you have, join me again next time. Bye!